Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Oh, he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The tight end has got it. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. makes third down for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll be stopped short, trying to go for the lead. They still are down one. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the PAT, they stretch the lead to 14-6. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. They'll try the option play here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And now the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. When everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. We'll call for the fair catch here. Comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking deep here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a short return to make the tackle to 25. But what a play for this defense. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Running through the tackle. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. The Blue Devils have first and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Duke. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And the extra point makes it 28-6. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. On first down, it's play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a shotgun run call. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And the wideout goes in motion. Direct snap to the back. And he gets in for the score, cutting the lead to 14.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. 2-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. field. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. But when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Trying to find some room. It's Bryant.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He'll throw it now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. To the air, it's Rayner. Taking a shot here. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway to give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Duke. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Red Wolves looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Scanning the field. It's Rayner. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Automatic on the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Shelton. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to begin the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out of space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Red Wolves line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's caught. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
It's an out route, the catch made. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Red Wolves are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Looking right, this one caught.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's an option look. Has the first down, still on the move. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed off. The pickup is 6, makes it third down and 4.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Back to pass. It's Murphy. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, close to coming up with a big play. I love this call here to start this second half because I think it not only did he come close to hitting a big play, but I think it also pushes those safeties back. It can open up the running game.
This time it's complete. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Receiver in motion now. Back to pass. It's Murphy. He lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
The pocket breaking down. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of
looking to make a big play downfield. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Checks this down to the running back.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Looking to pass, it's Rayner. Catch made on the out route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout, and he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to chuck it again. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
From the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The ball is caught. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Red Wolves come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Back to throw. It's Rayner. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And, you know, who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Back in motion now. Breaking tackles. He's past the 30. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Chris, let's give the back a lot of credit on this play. I thought he might be brought down for a short gain, but he just kept giving great effort, and he picks up a lot of these yards after contact.
Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quick throw to the left. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, it's going to cost you.
To throw, it's Murphy. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. We're set for an exciting finish. Not much time left. Offense likely has one final drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive back.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. And
he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 50. Inside the 40. At the 20. Crosses the 10. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. Suddenly off the interception, it's first and goal for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1 yard line. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Duke. And the route is on. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time when we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands seem able to make the crucial recovery. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement. offense.